Tremendous cute, tremendous cute, tremendous cute.
Who's your favorite pit master's favorite pit master?
Way!
Hey, what's going on, Tremendous Q fans? It's your boy here, Wade Morris, owner Pit Master Tremendous Q, and I'm back with another quick video for you guys, alright? Now, before I jump into it, I gotta thank everybody for stopping by. Whether you tripped over the channel or you found it on purpose, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and cut on those notifications. And then, for everybody that is returning to the channel, I appreciate you guys' support, alright? So, real quick, one more thing I want to start asking you guys to do is smash that like button, alright? I don't know why after 2 years I am just now asking you guys to do that, but if you watch this video, if you go back and you watch any of my other videos, go ahead and smash that like button, alright? It lets YouTube know that these videos are content that people like you want to see, alright? Let's talk about this video. We're going to be doing lamb skewers. These skewers I bought locally at one of the local grocers called Intermarché. This is something super easy to make. It takes longer to get the grill ready than it does to cook these things, which might make you wonder, why would I grill them? But I'm telling you, the flavor on these things is absolutely amazing, and they're so simple. They're a great party favorite. So let's go ahead and jump into the video. I'll talk a little bit about where I got them at, and then you guys can see how they turned out. All right, let's go check it out. Alright, so let's talk about these skewers for a bit. As you can see, it's called Ovino or something like that. I don't know. A new AGNEAU is what they're called here in Belgium. But as you can see, they come frozen. All right, they're already pre-cut, and you do not have to thaw these before you put them on the grill. That is one of the main things that I love about them. You literally just take them right out of the box, and you can set them directly on the grill. Okay, you add your seasoning after you get them cooked, right? Because they're frozen. Obviously, you're not going to be able to put anything on there that's going to stick. Okay, so for our cook today, we're actually going to be using our folding fire. All right, and this folding fire is I kind of got it dialed in. I finally figured out the best way to cook with it. You're gonna need a full charcoal chimney, okay? You're gonna need a full charcoal chimney because there is a gap with the dip in the net. There is a gap between the grill grate and the charcoals, and with this being open air and not like a Weber where you have the wind that is blocked by the sides of the kettle, this thing is gonna need a lot of charcoal in order to make sure that you get enough heat hitting that grate. Now, as you can see, I got a couple of time hacks to show you guys about how long it takes these charcoals to get lit, okay? You're looking at total time for the charcoals to be ready to cook, ready to burn is around 37 minutes. Now, it could probably go a little bit faster. It could probably take a little bit longer, but environmental conditions are absolutely going to affect how long your charcoals take to get ready. My biggest recommendation is bring about 2 charcoal chimneys worth of charcoal, which is essentially going to be a full bag, one of the many bags of charcoal. Okay, if you're going to be cooking away from the house and you don't want to worry about whether or not you're going to have enough fuel to heat whatever it is or cook whatever it is that you're eating. Okay, so we're finally ready to cook. We got the grill grate on. Let's go ahead and get these skewers on. All right. Now, a little movie magic. We'll jump to the end of the getting these skewers layered on there. A couple of things I want to say. First, like the video. Go ahead and smash that like button. All right. As these shrimps are cooking, please know that I definitely had an open flame. It was not necessarily on purpose, but you got to understand 2 things. First, as these skewers cook down, lamb in general contains a ton of fat, okay? And on top of that, it's an open fire. I am giving a ton of oxygen to these charcoals, so it is going to be really hard to get that flame died down on these charcoals. So it's just something to be conscious of. Not necessarily when you're just cooking these lamb skewers, but when you're cooking out in an open fire like this in general, with all the oxygen that you have, if you start cooking things like lamb or duck, you're going to get a lot of fat dripping onto those charcoals, and you're going to have a lot of flare up. So keep that in mind. Have a spray bottle of water handy, or you can poke a couple of holes in the cap of a water bottle and you'll be able to douse that flame and kind of keep it manageable, okay? Now, this entire cook did not take very long. You can see I'm twisting these things around, and I'm doing that for a couple of reasons. One, I want to make sure that I get these things evenly cooked. But two, I'm trying not to burn all of the skewers to an absolute crisp, which, spoiler, at the end of the video, I did. I ended up burning a lot of these skewers off simply because of that open flame. It's not a big deal because ultimately there was enough left at the edge of on either end of the skewer in order to grab and bite. But if you're talking about presentation purposes, then I failed miserably. So let's go ahead, do a little bit more movie magic. We're gonna fast forward through getting these skewers through the cook process. All right. So I also want to show you guys a close-up of what these things look like, though. As you can see, they're starting to melt. The cubes that they're putting on there are not solid meat. They're definitely fat as well. It's some fat mixed in. So that alternating fat and meat combo that they put on these skewers is one of the reasons that I love them so much. Lamb fat is probably some of my favorite fat, even more than beef fat, to be completely honest with you. All right, and it's just something that I really like. Okay, so go ahead and smash that subscribe button, cut on those notifications if you made it this far in the video. All right, and you can see, looking at these skewers, a couple of the ends already did burn off, but now is a good time to go ahead and season these skewers. Okay, they finished, and here's an up close and kind of detail of what one of these things look like when they're finished. All right, now before I go ahead and burn off the rest of these tips, let me go ahead and pull these things off, and then I'll show you them all on the plate. What the finished product looked like. Okay, total cook time for these things was about 15 minutes, and you saw it took about 38 minutes for the coals to actually get ready. So it's hard to be a pit master. What can I say? The prep is the pain is in the prep. But here's the final product. Let's go ahead and get them inside. Now, I usually cook multiple videos or prep multiple videos, and as you can see, while I was prepping another video, my midgets came in and stole most of my lamb skewers. I was outside cooking what you guys are going to see on the next video here in a couple of weeks, and the midgets came in and literally went to town on these things. I cannot keep these things on the plate when I cook them. The family absolutely loves them, and so do I. I'll tell you guys right now, they are absolutely amazing. I hit them with my lamb rub, and there's just nothing left to say. They were absolutely great. So hit the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video here on the channel. Peace.